Welcome back to Pokemon Masters Council. We're tackling another fan suggestion. We're talking about Garchomp, everybody's favorite airplane dragon, and I got Justin with me.
Hey, what's up, Zero? Big old Street Shark. We're back at it again. Another generation, and guess what? Garchomp's still top of the pile. I think he's, right now, in time of recording, he's third highest usage in VGC, so
Yes.
very, very, very powerful threat. What do you think about him in threes? Overview real quick.
Well, here's the thing about Garchomp. You know, he's aging like a fine wine. In every single OU metagame, they give him some sort of tool that makes him amazing, right?
He's so good, isn't he?
You know, they gave him a Mega, and then they gave him they gave him Rough Skin for a hidden ability, and then, Z-moves helped him.
Great.
Dynamax.
Now he can Terra to get out of the ×4 ice weakness.
Yeah. This guy never gets bad. So guys, before we dive into Garchomp and what makes him so great, we just want to say thank you for all of the new subscribers, all the likes, all the comments.
We're on that hype train now, folks.
Yes, we are trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, so please, please, please subscribe. Help us out. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Guys, as you can see from the image on screen, only 7% of you are subscribed to the channel. Almost 93% of you are not subscribed. Please subscribe. It takes a second out of your day. We'd love to have you as part of the PMC family. Let's make this right. Let's drive that number down a little bit. Let's get those subscriptions up.
Share with your friends. Smash those buttons. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
All right. So, Justin, what makes Garchomp so good?
So, first is typing. He's obviously one of the dragons. So, part dragon, but he's dragon ground, which is incredible stab power here, being part ground type. Yes, it also means, just like the dragon flying, that he's like Salamence or your boy Dragonite. It also means that he is ×4 weak to ice, like I had mentioned, but with Terra, you can get out of that. Dragon ground, incredible offensive power here, and actually a pretty decent kind of, it's definitely glass half full on the defensive power of that type combination as well.
Well, the only 4 times ice weakness that's ever, held a Pokemon back, it would be Tropius. Everyone else seems to do just fine.
Exactly. He does have two abilities. So regularly he does have Sandveil. Sandveil, while the Sandstorm is up, you get +1 evasion, basically.
Yeah, that's
pretty cool for what it is.
Yeah.
It's funny when it happens.
Yeah, it's for the memes.
Yeah, but Rough Skin's where it's all at. Rough Skin is really, really strong. It's essentially like another Rocky Helmet. You hit me, you take more recoil damage. For people that have played those MOBAs, you know what I mean? This is like Rocky Helmet in Unite or Thornmail from League. This is just another stacking on top of that. Rough Skin's really, really good.
So, another thing that makes Garchomp so good, take a look at the stats. There's no bad stat here. Nothing on this Pokemon.
The worst thing he has is like a B.
Yeah, 80 special attack, and people will run Fire Blast in metas that contain things like Ferrothorn. So it's like,
yep,
he has ways around that. He has a tool for pretty much every situation, especially now with Terras, Justin.
Yeah, bro, 108 is insane. He has very, very premier level of HP. 95 and 85 for defenses are very respectable for what is essentially an offensive threat Pokemon. This is not a defensive Pokemon. And then 102 speed is incredible. No slouch, because you're going to be outspeeding those base 100s. And yes, there are a couple 101s in the game, but the point is you're going to be outspeeding a huge benchmark in the metagame. And then obviously the biggest one in the room, 130 physical attack. Incredible, astronomically high. This thing hits like an absolute freight train.
Fun fact about Garchomp, he is one of my son's favorite Pokemon, and he has really put me onto this Pokemon in the last couple of years. I used to, whatever, Garchomp, yeah, he's good. I found a new love for Garchomp through my son. So, random fun fact, Justin, let's talk about some movesets. Let's go to VGC first.
Yeah, so like I said, this dude is third highest usage right now in Pikalytics. On time of this recording, 26.9%. Incredible usage stats. And there's one reason above all else. 32% of the time, people are running EQ. They are running Earthquake in doubles. There are flying Pokemon like Murkrow, especially when he's setting up Tailwind, so he just dodges the EQ just because he's a flying type. There are abilities like Telepathy. You've seen things like Oranguru. Yes, that Oranguru with Instruct to now make him hit 2 Earthquakes in one turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen them pair this with Gardevoir, popping off Moonblast. So now you have 2 cannons shooting off, 1 physical, 1 special with Telepathy. So there are a lot of fun ways that you can utilize the fact that he is hitting your, supposed to be hitting your own team. There are also really popular things in the meta like Hydreigon, number 4 in the usage right now with Levitate.
We also want to shout out Air Balloon Golden Go. That is absolutely a thing.
Absolutely been a thing in this meta because he's just running that for opposing Garchomps anyway, so it just helps that you dodge your own. Garchomp does get Stomping Tantrum. I think it's worthwhile to shout out that there is that option for sets that might want to run it. Dragon Claw's a great, reliable Dragon Stab, which is great in this meta because there are quite a few dragons. Yes, a lot of them are features, so they're probably going to be Terra-ing out, but there are quite a few teams that have multiple dragons. You can't Terra both. So having a Dragon Claw is a good option, but he also gets things like Rock Slide or Stone Edge. Very, very powerful. Obviously in VGC, you're probably going to go Rock Slide because it's just a good spread move. He also gets access to Swords Dance. So you can just set this dude up to even go more ham, whether it's next to a Follow Me user like the Mouse or Indeedee, or if you're using a Rage Powder character like Amoonguss. There are just a lot of good support mons that enable him to set up in VGC. The Clear Amulet, for me, there's 2 choices right now for Garchomp and VGC that I like to run the most, and that's either choice between either Clear Amulet or Lumberry. If you see a Garchomp, what's the 2 things you're going to do to take it down defensively? You're going to try to shred its stats with things like Intimidate or Parting Shot, or you're going to try to burn it with things like Will-O-Wisp.
Yep, I think those are both great options. I think you don't run anything but Terra Ground right now, right? Like maybe Terra Steel, but Terra Ground for those super duper strong.
If you want to go fast, hit hard, like that's what the popular pick right now is. It's over 11% of Garchomps are Terra Ground right now, based on Pikalytics day of recording. So yes, Steel is second highest, but it's a wide gap.
Yeah, so that's definitely, this is like the bread and butter Garchomp in VGC right now. This is your Series 1 staple, like Justin said. Top 3 of the usage, and for good reason. Like, he just has the tools.
I do want to throw out that he can also get Iron Head if you don't want to run the Dragon Claw. I have tried a set where I don't have a Dragon Stab. I run Ground, Rock, and Steel with Protect, and that does great work too, because then again, you're able to take out those fairies and ice types that would normally come in to deal with you.
Yep, and Sylveon is absolutely a threat in Series 1 right now. So much so that that is probably why you are seeing some Terra Steel in the metas for Sylveon specifically.
And back when they were allowed, and again in the future when they become allowed again in some future series, the the Ruin Pokemon, the new Dark Tapus.
Yep.
A lot of those would be were Terra Fairy.
Yeah, and then you'll be able to hit things like Flutter Mane as well. Like the utility is still here. I think Garchomp is going to be pretty strong for a long time, man.
Very, very powerful. So let's talk about something that's near and dear to our hearts. Let's talk about a custom PMC set, bro.
Absolutely. So this is the set that I have been the most excited to talk about in this video.
Yeah, buddy. Do it up.
This is my bread and butter. This is my home-brewed custom Garchomp. I've been using this on a 3v3 ladder. I would say that is where this is the most successful. And I have been having so much success with this set. This
bulky Garchomp
is the bulky Garchomp. So we're doubling up on that Thornmail concept with Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet.
Lots of recoil, baby. You touch me, you're going to hurt.
Yeah, get out of here, Population Bomb. You always win the Population Bomb trade.
Oh, baby. Get out of here, Mouthhold. Nobody cares about you. I hope you hit me 10 times. Shoot.
I can tell you right now, it only takes like 3 and they're done.
I was gonna say he probably dies after like 4 or 5.
Yeah. So, we're gonna run an Impish Nature. We're gonna run 204 HP with max defense.
Yeah, buddy.
And we're running a little bit of attack investment. That helps us with our chances of KOing the Choice Banded, Protean, Play Rough, Meowscarada, which you will absolutely see. I've seen a lot of that in 3v3. I think Choice Band Meowscarada is a lot more common in 3v3. This helps us win that matchup.
Baby. Almost like a channel near you called Choice Banded Kitty day 1 of Gen 9.
Link in description. Anyway, if you Terra Steel on the cat and they use Play Rough, you are guaranteed the 1-hit KO. If you don't, it is little...
because what you're talking about there is obviously they're Protean, so then they become the fairy, right? That's...
Yeah.
Gotcha. So now you're hitting for... what is essentially stab because you're Terra Iron Head. So that's very, very powerful.
So even if they're Choice Banded and they Protean, so that if they're Jolly, Choice Band, Protean into Fairy, hit you with Play Rough, you still win the trade. You still live on like 40%.
And even if they're not Choice Banded, if they're sashed, then they break it because of Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin.
Exactly. So...
very good trade there. I like the Stealth Rock tech too, bro.
Yeah, so this is kind of a dual functioning Pokemon. So you've got the Stealth Rock, you know, because we know Stealth Rocks are good. And then you've got Swords Dance, just in case you need that little bit of an extra boost. So
you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of your Groudon set from Series 13, bro.
I took a page out of that book for this Pokemon right here.
Nice.
So the other Pokemon that's really important to know that you can 1v1 with this is Mimikyu. Hit them with that first Iron Head. Hit them with that first Iron Head as they Swords Dance up, break the disguise, and then Terra into Steel, live the Play Rough. They take damage from Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin, and then they get smoked by an Iron Head. So
they just get blown up, bro. I love it.
Yeah, you know,
obviously he takes care of Goldangle just fine.
Yeah, yep. And then this is also really good against, you know, like a U-turning Dragapult, you know, like, so you're going to catch the Dragapult on a U-turn, you can switch in, get a little bit of chip. This set is super, super strong, like we mentioned. You always win the Tandem Mouse, Mouse Hold trade. This is definitely, like, my favorite Garchomp set right now. I think this is, like, one of the best Garchomp sets for 3v3. I think you're going to take a lot of people by surprise with this one. Oh,
I love it.
And the 16 speed is to outspeed Jolly, max speed Abomasnow, so you don't get destroyed by a blizzard or whatever it may be, or you can get off the Iron Head before they get up the Veil.
And you'll definitely kill them because Obama's trash.
So let's move on to the last set, buddy. We've got Choice Chomp.
Oh, baby. So yeah, I've actually seen quite a few of these. We've actually run a team with Choice Banded Garchomp. I believe it was the winner of a tournament. So yeah, obviously Rajali or Adamant with 102 speed. There is a lot of room, especially, you know, depending on your team. If you're running in VGC, there's probably a lot of Tailwind. Two of the best partners to go with Garchomp are right now are Murkrow with Prankster Tailwind, or our boy Kilo, link in the description, with that super fast Tailwind Raw. They're really good partners, especially because he likes to spam the Earthquake. Choice Banded Earthquake. Oh, wow, Zero. We were blown away when we were like, wait a minute, even in doubles. Because in doubles, the spread moves mean that you are dealing reduced damage when it's a spread.
Yep. Yeah, you deal 75% of what the damage would have dealt to a single targeted Pokemon.
Garchomp don't care.
No, Garchomp don't care, dude.
Dude, Garchomp does not give a hoot about that spread reduction. His Earthquake blows through teams. It's so incredibly strong. Yes, you can run Outrage. I personally, I'll leave it up to you, Zero. You can agree or disagree, but I personally think Outrage is risky.
In VGC, yes.
I think just in general.
In general, yeah, because of the existence of fairies. If you are in the clear and you've got a green light, go for it. In VGC, you almost never have a green
Yeah.
light to click outrage because
Yeah,
you can
because
hit
you
your
can hit
partner.
your ally too.
Yeah, so there's not a green light really in VGC. In
No, and then the Iron Head
3v3,
Rock.
yeah,
Great.
yeah. So more spread with Rock Slide. If you really want to go ham, you can go Stone Edge. I love in VGC. I love the reliability of Rock Slide. In singles, I like Stone Edge because I like to go a little ham.
Yeah, for me personally, I'm gonna go Rock Slide it. Like you said, for the doubles, I like the spread move. Also, it can be said this could be Choice Scarf or Choice Banded. Again, Adamant or Jolly. He's got great speed and great attack. Use whatever you want. But for me personally, Zero, I'm gonna go Jolly, Choice Band.
Yeah, it really.
Unless I'm in Tailwind, then I'll go Adamant.
Really
Choice
just depends what your team needs, you know? Like, does your team need to hit a little harder then? Throw a Choice Band on here. Do you need to be a little faster?
Yep.
Throw a Choice Scarf on there. Garchomp has the tools to be successful in any team archetype. It doesn't matter if it's
Any meta.
weather.
any team.
It doesn't matter the team archetype. He just fits in everywhere. That's one of the amazing things about him.
And like we said before, if Earthquake doesn't fit your squad, substitute that out on any one of these sets for Stomping Tantrum. It is a little bit less power, but Garchomp is still a beast. It's still really good damage, especially when you tear a ground and double dip.
All right, Justin, do you have any closing thoughts on this Garchomp?
Yeah, dude. Really premier threat. Every meta he's in, he's strong. A lot of good teammates in VGC right now, like Murkrow, Hydreigon, Amoonguss, Rotom Wash actually is really good with him. Talonflame and Kilowattrel, along with Murkrow, giving out that Tailwind. A lot of times you're going to be seeing the Terra Ground, but there is a Steel and Fire chance out there. I believe his best Fire move on the physical side is still only Fire Fang, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Base like 75 power with like 95 accuracy. It's not the most reliable move in the world, but you can see it. And like Brandon said, he also gets Flamethrower or Fire Blast if you're feeling saucy. 27% usage, third highest in Pikalytics right now in Series 1. Very, very powerful Pokemon. Do not sleep on the Chomp. Special request from our fans of the channel. So hopefully you guys had some good ideas here between either some of the talk about the Terras or Brandon's custom tank set. Very, very cool stuff.
All right, all you singles players, go try the tank set for me. Let me know how you like it. If you're a VGC player, let us know how sick of Garchomp you are. But unfortunately, he's not going anywhere. So,
Nope.
with all of that being said, we are out of here, guys. Thank you for tuning in and watching another How to Use guide. Until next time, I've been Zero.
And I'm Justin.
Council's adjourned.